Hello and welcome to another episode of Take One with me, Silver Filter. And for this episode, I want to go through reviewing a nice little bag that I have here, which is called um, the 365 by a company called Mono. Okay, so once you get the bag, you have this tags here. Okay, so it's different tags here, and then this one's for the this one is comes inside as a demonstration of where you can put your cables, which we will of course be discussing in a bit. Okay. Okay. Let's start. Okay, I'll just put this aside. Okay. All right. What? Let's start with the outer shell of the bag. Okay. So it's as you can see, it's pretty big. Okay, and it has tons of compartments. Okay, sorry, just had to remove something. It has tons of compartments. So let's just give a look first. We have our main handle here, and then we have a nice cover here, sleeve, and then a nice Mono logo right in front, which has it's like a chrome-like finish. Okay, and then back here we have our really strong um, knapsack well, bands. Okay, what do we call this in knapsacks? Anyway, and then we have really nice cushions here at the back, which rests on your back when you're wearing it, and it's pretty comfortable, to be honest. It's really nice. And then we have our chest strap here, which is a godsend. It's it's really nice to secure your stuff, and you're assured that it's not just held by these two, but also with this little chest strap, which helps ease the weight from your shoulders, which distributes everything um, in your body. Okay, so we have some another just the logo here, and then we have here designed in California, monocase.com. So if you want to visit the site, we have a lot of nice bags there. Okay, so this is a typical Silver Filter tour bag or gig bag. Okay, so what do we have here? Okay, let's have a look. Okay, and you'll be amazed at what you can have what you can carry along using this bag alone. Okay, so of course it's a given that every gig we have our laptop and the power supply. Unfortunately, my laptop is not inside because I'm using it in my desk right now, and I'm uploading something. So you have our so let's check what's inside first. Okay. So on the outer shell, what I have is the chaos pad. Okay, so that's where I put my chaos pad. And what we have here in the front section, I hope you can see it. Okay. Okay, yeah, just making sure. Okay, so you have a nice little compartment here, and then there's another one here, more for something that you can slip on. So I have some cables here. Okay. Alright, so I'll just put the chaos pad back so you can see how much equipment this bag can carry. Okay. Okay, after the chaos, we have here a little, the next compartment here, we have a little Velcro thing going on here. This is where, as I was saying earlier, this can be found. When you buy this, or when you get this, this is included. So it just shows to the buyer that this is where you can hook up your cables for transport. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't use it. I personally I just don't use it. It's just not the flow of my packing and unpacking. It doesn't work for me having cables here. Okay, so I have my headphones. Okay, and then all my cables I just stuck it in. Okay, so it's all here. Well, for the most of the computer cables, at least. So all my USB cables are here. It's inside here. Okay. Then I'll just put the headphones back. Okay. I also have my camera. So sometimes if I bring my little camera just to document the gigs, I can still squeeze it in here. Okay. So I just put it back here. But in a way, it still also looks nice having just the headphones here in the center. Okay. And then in the main compartment, okay, I hope you see it in the camera. Okay. In the main compartment here, we have 3 slots. Okay. So the first main slot is where I put the APC-40. Okay. I won't bring it out anymore. I think this is proof enough that you can put an APC inside here, and everybody knows that the APC is a pretty big controller, and the 365 bag can accommodate the APC-40 with room to spare. I mean, I can still put my whole hand here on the side, as you can see. And then there are 2 more compartments. We have one in the middle, which they say is where you can squeeze in some records if you're DJing. Because of course the bag is not just for producers or live acts. Of course, if you're a DJ, you can also put your controller here. And then if you're using like Tractor Scratch or Serato, then you can have your timecode discs, timecode vinyl here. Okay, and then of course the last one is where you put your laptop. Okay, and then for me, they have a little zipper thing here, zipper compartment in the front. This is where I put my security gear, like connectors, adapters, just anything that I need in case of emergency. What else do we have here? Yeah, just more of the connectors, just or adapters, converters, cable converters. So that's what I put there. Okay. Okay, moving on. So we close the bag. Or let's just close it later. Okay. And then let's move on to the sides then. So we still have the sides, which can carry quite a lot of gear, and it really depends on how you squeeze everything in. Okay, so let's start from this side. So on this side, I have my audio control sound card, which is a pretty chunky sound card, and it still fits nicely here with room to spare, and all my RCA cables are here. Okay, so there, all of it. Okay, then what's nice is if you're they have compartments here as well. I hope you can see that. Okay, so there's a little business card slot here, and then there's provision for ball pens or whatever. So maybe if you're really famous, and you can have your pens here when people want to get your autograph. As you can see, I'm not famous, so I don't have ball pens here. But I have business cards because I need to promote. Okay, so get this back here. So as you can see, it's easy, easy, easy. One thing to note also is they have the zippers, really nice and chunky, and it feels so secure. When you use some bags that are not as, the bags that you just bought just because you just in an emergency and you didn't want to spend a lot on it, and you know that when you're using the zipper, it's really not that you feel it actually. And with the mono bag, it's really nice. I mean, the feel's really nice. Yeah, pretty secure actually. Okay, lastly, okay, okay, in our last compartment here, which is just the other side, of course. I just have all my adapters, power supplies. So this is for the APC, and then I have another for the Chaos Pad. Then of course power adapters for, like, if I have other gear, which I'm bringing along. This is where I put it. And with the Chaos Pad and the APC, I only have this side half full. So just imagine the space left for other things that you can decide to bring. All right. So that's a quick overview of the Mono 365 bag. Okay. That's the I think I talked more on the pros of it. Okay. So the only cons that I can bring up about this bag is they market it as the base here. They market the base as being flat and secure, so that when when the user just sets up in his gig, he can just place it in the booth or wherever, and then he can just pick out his stuff easily. Now the thing is, um, it's not secure. I mean, it doesn't stand up as advertised. So I'd expect, like, if I let go, it wouldn't really tilt over, and then it's just um hanging on. If you can see, it's just hanging on barely, and I'd expect it to be upright like this. Whereas when see, it immediately fell when I let go a bit too fast. So I think that's the main con of this bag, as it's not as secure as it's advertised in the way that it should be standing up. Okay, so whenever I'm in the studio, or whenever I'm in a gig, my tendency now is to rest it against a solid object, like a board, a keyboard stand, or whatever. Just anything really solid, just to keep it straight. And I think that's I was really hoping when I was reading on when I was reading up on this, that the base would be enough as security to keep it upright. But unfortunately, we can't have it all, can't we? So there, I think the pros, of course, still uh is the pros is makes the purchase worth it than the cons. I think, because it's really worth it's secure, and it's good quality, and Um, if you read up on it online, the metals that they use, and this is actually waterproof, so your gear is protected, and you have that confidence in the gear that you're in the bag that you're carrying, that it will protect your gear, whatever the circumstance. And when whenever I carry this, the thing, this is not actually a con, because of course that's it comes with the territory when you're carrying a bag, when you have a bag that can carry a lot of stuff. So you'd expect that it can be heavy, really heavy. So this can be heavy, of course, especially when I have the laptop already inside and some other stuff. This the tendency is for it to be really heavy. So, which is nice having the cushions here at the back and all. But the one of the things that I hate when I have this is checking into venues or places where they have to check your bag and all, because just wearing the knapsack alone can be quite a challenge. So having to remove it just for the guard to check it can can really be a chore that you'll have to adjust to, carrying a bag, so a bag that's heavy, carrying all your gear. But the nice thing is everything's here. It's just one bag, and you don't have to carry a lot of bags. And I remember when when I was working with smaller bags, and I just had to bring so many bags. And and the nice thing about this is I when I just need to remember to bring this bag, and I'm sure that when I show up to the gig, I know that everything's in there, and I didn't forget anything, because I tend to forget a lot of times. So there, that's the review of the Mono 365, and I hope you liked it. And if you're looking around for a bag for your gigs or productions, or if you're a producer and you want to play out live and you're looking for a bag that can house most of your stuff, then the 365 is worth a look. So I hope you enjoy the review, and thank you for watching. Subscribe if you feel like it, and God bless.